Today, I'll be sharing the exact 6 revenue retention strategies that has been used by top startups like Figma, like Lovable, like Slack, and the likes. These revenue retention strategies have helped them reduce their churn into half in less than 30 days. And you can apply this to your startup if you're struggling from probably retaining users, scaling your revenue. This will definitely help you. So I'll be breaking it down into 6, and I'll start by sharing the first one. The number one retention strategy is product intelligence. This is all about building your product to the level whereby the product itself detects when a user wants to churn. Example is a product exactly knowing when the activity of users actually drops. Imagine a user sign ups today and you know that user needs to actually get to a particular threshold in terms of activity, but that user is not actually getting to that threshold, and your product is actually able to identify that user and know exactly why, the reason why that user isn't getting to that threshold, and sending the exact prompt for that user to scale through that issue and then get beyond that threshold. So this, let's break it down into an example now. Let's say user signs up on your platform, and for the first 24 hours they are meant to actually probably input their card details or actually create their first image from your platform or generate their first image, and they are not able to do that in the first 24 hours. Your product will definitely look into that user and say, oh, probably that user is struggling with probably connecting an API or struggling to actually complete the sign up. Your products can now send an email to that user so that user can complete the whole process of getting to that level in the first 24 hours. This is even beyond the 24 hours. I'm talking about your users. Probably after a while they've been on the platform and they are very active, but just probably in a month or 2 months the activity just starts dwindling, going down, and then your products need to actually identify this, and that's why I call it a product intelligence. You have to build the algorithm into your product in probably an agent, where the agent identify the user that actually stops going on the platform, stops doing what they're doing, and then identify why they are not doing what they're doing. Then send probably a personalized email, or you send your salesperson, if it's an enterprise client, to actually identify the reason why they are not actually doing what they're meant to do. This is something you can build into your product right from day one. And it comes from understanding the kind of users you already have. It comes from understanding the kind of platform you've built and the roadmap you built for every user, for your users. So once you build this roadmap and your users are not doing exactly what you need to do, and you've seen that, oh, this is actually a problem, not an opportunity, then you need to find a way to build your product. You can't be tracking your users manually by checking probably dashboard every morning, checking each users. Imagine you have millions of users. That's why you need to build this into your product. Facebook does this, whereby if you've not signed in for some days, they check in on you, and also other platforms, they do this. So you can implement this to actually reduce your churn and also retain your existing users or customers that are actually paying on the platform. So let's look at the next retention strategies that you need to implement into your startup to actually scale. The second revenue retention strategy that you can implement for your startup to retain your users or to retain revenue is by giving your users free credit daily or giving them the free usage time. This is something that top companies like ChatGPT, Claude AI, and the likes, they actually give their users free time, especially both to the free users and paid users. Let's talk about the free users first. Imagine a free user coming to your platform and trying to probably get a feel or a taste of what you actually do or what your platform can do. What you can do is give them a free time to actually access the platform and use it. And if you're coming daily to use the platform, you can keep giving them a free time or a free credit, probably lesser credit than the paid users, whereby they get to keep coming to the platform to use it daily. Also, when it comes to the paid users that paid for actual credits or their credit has exhausted, then you can give them free credit daily, probably higher than the free users, to just keep them active on the platform so they don't leave your platform to other platforms. Imagine if paid user just like probably exhausted their credit for the month and coming to the platform, they can't buy another credit, but they want to do some things on the platform. If they can't access it, they will definitely look for another platform or another product that can give them access to the solution they need. And imagine going to that platform and then they fell in love with that same platform, the new platform. That means they've churned from your platform. So by giving them the free access, the free usage time daily, the free credit daily, even though they've exhausted their paid credits, then definitely you can keep them coming every day. The third revenue retention strategy that you can implement for your startup is actually in-app prompt, where you get to give prompts to users, paid users or free users that are actually on your platform. While they're using the platform, then you bring up those prompts. Spotify actually does this when probably your payment declined or they couldn't access your card. They bring a prompt while you're trying to play music or while you're trying to access the platform, telling you that, oh, your payment actually failed. You can retry the payment. So you can do this for both your free users and paid users, telling them to actually subscribe to Pro, or you can tell your paid users if they actually had issues with your payment or they are probably having issues with accessing something, then you can give them an in-app prompt. This is actually for involuntary churn. So when I mean involuntary, is people are actually using the platform, but they are not actually planning to churn themselves, but it's because of their credit card or their something that is not working for them. So you have to bring that in-app prompt, not by email, not through email, but in-app prompt, where they get to get a prompt of the issue that is currently happening and why they are going to churn. So this will actually save you a lot of time, probably send an email while not just send an in-app prompt where they get to see the prompt while using the platform. So this will save you a lot of edits and keep you a lot of users on the platform. One of the most painful part of any subscription is when your credits or the things that you have access to cannot roll over into the next month if you are not using it. I came to realize this while I was watching Better Call Saul, a law movie, a TV series. Saul actually, that's Miguel, James Miguel, went to the insurance company, the law malpractice insurance company, to actually ask them if he could withdraw his money since he was not practicing law. They said no, that's just the policy. And most of your users, they don't want to hear that as a startup founder. Your users, they don't want to you telling them that's just the policy when they can find something better out there. So if your users actually have credit that they have not used, it's best to just roll over it to the next month. This gives people like, oh, I didn't use it, then I can use it next month. So it doesn't cost you anything. It's something they've already paid for. Why not just give it to them so that they can roll over it to the next month and use it? And probably you cannot give a time if you've not used it for the whole year, then you don't have access to your credit. But for the month, you can roll over the credit for the month, and this will actually keep them coming. This has happened in Lovable, where they actually give users a rollover of their credits to the next month. So you can do this, you can implement this thing to your startup, whereby for every credit that they buy or they've not used for the month, they can roll it over to the next month. And this does not have to just to be about credit. It can be about probably features or things that they actually paid for that they could not use for the first month, but they can roll it over to the next month. It gives users this mindset that, oh, I'm not losing money, I'm not wasting money by just staying on this platform, and I'm not losing money by keep subscribing every month. So they know that the money they're paying every month is still there, the credit is still there, the usage is still there, they can still use it at any point in time. So this will keep people coming and will keep people staying and keep people buying more from you. That's revenue expansion. Here is the fifth retention strategy that you can implement today for your startup and keep users coming back and keep users from actually leaving. And this one is actually very interesting. Imagine your users planning to leave your platform already at the cancellation page, and then you give them the different reasons. A lot of startups already do this, giving users, asking them what is the reason why they are leaving, like asking them why are they leaving, then you give them different options. So what people actually don't do is, after you giving them the options, what solution are you giving to them? So let's put it this way. Imagine a user goes to your cancellation page right now, and the reason why they are canceling is because your price, they couldn't afford probably the current plan, and they don't have the money for it. Imagine while they click on probably the payment, the plan is too expensive, and immediately they click on that, you give them a new prompt, like a new page, a pop-up, where you give them a light plan, something that is affordable for them to buy. Imagine you can do that for all the options that you created. Probably the reason why they could not probably stay on the platform is because your platform, they have an issue with connecting it to their website. They have a current issue. You can bring up a prompt whereby you offer them the solution to that problem. If they can't solve that problem themselves, then you can now refer them to connect them directly to someone one-on-one, where they can actually book a call right on the spot to actually solve that problem. So this issue of cancellation, while they're on the cancellation page, you can offer them a solution right on the cancellation page. If it's expensive, you offer them a lesser plan where they can actually keep staying on the platform before they can afford the bigger plan. The next one is, if probably they have an issue on the platform, they can easily resolve it while on that cancellation page by connecting them one-on-one with someone, or by actually giving them a demo video on how to actually solve that problem they're having. So look through your cancellation page, check the reasons why people are canceling, and then offer the solution immediately on that platform, immediately on that page. While they are still on the cancellation page, you can offer them the solution, the best solution to the reason why they are canceling, and that will keep a lot of users on the platform. The last strategy that I will share today, the last thing you can actually implement for your startup today, that I will share today, is actually listening to your paying users. A lot of founders, they listen to every user. They listen to every users in terms of probably free users, paying users. They just listen to everybody, and that's where the problem is. And if you're not listening to the paying users, those that are actually paying for the platform, those that are actually using the platform, you have to listen to the majority of them. If you're not listening to them, then there's a problem, and then you're going to fail. You have to listen to the majority of the paying users and then check if this actually drives revenue. Like what they're asking for, does it drive revenue? Does it drive more revenue for the platform? Does it drive revenue expansion? And is it just one person that's requesting for this, or majority of the paying users? So these are questions that you need to ask yourself. This request feature, or those things that people are asking for, those paying users are asking for, is it just one person? Is it a majority? And is it going to increase revenue? You don't just add features that will probably make the platform more beautiful or more better. It has to be tied to probably a revenue feature. Is this going to add $1 million to the platform? Is this going to increase the revenue? Is this going to get more people to pay? Can we add this to the features while we are increasing our price tier? Can we add it to the feature on the pricing page, sorry. So this is the questions you need to start thinking about, not just about adding features, satisfying your customers just for the satisfaction's sake. No, you have to ensure that this thing actually translates into revenue, or translates into something tangible that we can tie back to revenue. Like the pricing page, you can add it as a feature that would attract more people to sign up or more people to pay. So this is something that you need to think about and also implement. So thank you for staying till the end. If you stay to the end, that means definitely you enjoyed this video. So if you want to learn more and you want to see more of how you can actually scale your revenue, I created a training, a full long training on how you can actually scale your distribution, scale your revenue. You can watch the video by clicking the link in the description, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more video like this on how to actually scale your startup. Thank you for staying to the end, and look forward to talking to you in the next video. Bye.